Hello everyone, AutoNut here. Today we are going to be installing some tire stickers. Actually a big fan of the white lettering on tires. A handful of you won't be. It reminds me when I was younger that was more popular. You can't really get tires with lettering on it anymore. So a few of these guys, since it's becoming a little bit more popular, a couple companies out there started making like peel and stick stickers and some more permanent options. I'm dealing with a company here called Tire Stickers. And I'm just doing their temporary ones. They say they're good from 100 to 1,000 miles. They're not really going to last that long, but it gives you an idea if it's something worth investing into their more expensive permanent stickers that they have that's using glue and everything, and I heard those pretty much last as long as your tires do. So here's going to be a short video of how to install this and also see what they look like, see if it fits the wheel okay, and I don't know, we'll go from there. First step is they say to clean any nubbies off, any kind of protrusions that are on the tire where the area that you're going to install. I'm going to install right in this little area here between the actual Toyo lettering over to this side here will be my first place. Unfortunately, you have all this lettering here and it's going to not look the best, but you don't have too many options with these. I mean, racing tires are completely smooth on the side, and that's where they're, look the best. But so I'm going to take a razor blade. I'm going to peel the nubbies off first with my fingers, and then hit it with a razor blade. There's really nothing you can do about this stuff. It's just going to not look so great up close, but I think it'll be fine from a distance. I definitely recommend not wasting your time using a razor blade and trying to make them smooth. It's too tough and it's just not worth the risk of puncturing, I think, after doing it. Maybe it'd be different if we were doing the permanent ones, but I think just for these stickers it'll be good enough. So the next step is we got to clean the tire. Now this is the most important part, obviously, because people use tire shine, things like that. I didn't put tire shine on for a while to make it at least wear some of it off. The directions say to use acetone. I don't really have any acetone. I have other different solvents. I'm going to use brake cleaner just because I have a ton of it, and it should do about the same. I mean, it's a solvent and it doesn't have any residue left over, so hopefully it doesn't cause any adhesion issues, but again, these aren't really permanent. Okay, again, this is not going to be a permanent thing, so I think that's clean enough to get started here. So as you can see, here's the first letter. You pick the height and you pick what size tire you have and everything, and they curve it pretty much perfect. I mean, I'm pretty impressed how that lays out. So same idea like vinyl. You peel it away from the backer material. The only thing that's strange about this particular company's, I don't know if they're all like that, is the material, like the lettering, is almost like paint. It really isn't like vinyl. It's so thin and it's so pliable. It's a little bit of a pain to remove from the, there we go, from the backing sheet. It wants to sort of tear its edges and stuff. So it's a unique process. The good thing about it being so thin, it'll help conform in those areas that I was worried about. Okay. Now how I'm going to line this up is the bottom cut on the O and the T. I'm going to line that up with the very bottom of the edge of this. Oops. Obviously be careful not to actually touch the lettering, just try to handle it with the plastic. That's about right there. Now I'm just going to go along that bead first, and I'm going to push up and out. And again, this isn't part of the directions, this is just how I'm doing it. I'm sure there's much, much better ways. Okay, that's straight. The edge is right there. The edge is right there. I'm very, very happy with its placement so far. I went with the wide letter because it looks like the racing tires. I just think it's more pronounced. I mean, the small ones, when I was looking at that, it seemed like it was almost a waste. So now I'm going to just put a bunch of pressure and go in all kinds of different directions because I want it to really get into each one of those seams. The next step, the next step's where you really get it to conform, but this is a good start here. Now the only tool you really need to finish the job is a heat gun. So I'm going to start off, it says on a pretty low setting. I'm going to put mine on 3. 3 is like a hairdryer almost, in my opinion. It's might even be a little cooler than a hairdryer. I'm going to bump it up to 4. I'm going to get a little bit of heat on there. There we go. So starting over here, I'm just going to heat this up a little and really push the material as hard as I can into the tire. And that will also help release it, as you can see. Man, that's pretty cool. Like I said, it's almost paint-like. So let me go over all these first, and then use the heat gun to peel it all off. You can tell when you're giving it too much heat. I'm actually going to turn it down to 3 because it starts to make like an extra modeling effect. They said that's not too big of a deal, but I don't know. It doesn't look right. There we go. It's really getting into those letters. When you're putting some heat in there, you can start actually reading the letters. That's how conforming this particular material can be. Alright, so now, next step is I'm just going to use the heat gun to peel it off. Now going very slow, I do about a 45-degree angle. Just peel it back. It's coming off very good. I'm barely putting any pressure on it. Okay. I'm really shocked that a sticker would look this good. So far, very happy. Not too bad. Alrighty guys, see you at the end.
Overall, I'm pretty happy with the results. It was a lot more difficult than I thought it should be, just putting stickers on the tire, but it has nothing to do with the product. It's the fact that you got to clean the living heck out of your tires to get these to really stick. Overall, the looks, I'm thinking they're a little too busy with all the other stickers. This winter, I'm going to take off the stickers from the rally, and I'll leave the lettering on there, and we'll see if that looks any better. Tell me what you guys think, and please feel free to ask any questions in the comments below.